Hello and welcome. I shall be your guide on Twitch cringe for today. Quickly on the misery machine, children. So I thought I was done with this, but Twitch can never let sleeping dogs lie when Twitch dots cry. Before I knew it, the next day after my last video, Twitch did what many of us knew it would do. Make the topless meta its own subcategory under the title of artistic nudity. Get out the lotion.
I got rheumatoid arthritis in my penis.
Twitch will now allow artistic nudity following the viral topless meta. Wow, topless girls went viral? What a shock.
Wow.
Nobody's interested in wet breasts.
A. Content with focus on fictionalized, drawn, animated, or sculpted sexual body parts, regardless of gender, such as doing nude figure drawings, are allowed with sexual themes labeled. However, fictional sexual acts or masturbation remain prohibited.
And it's funny how all of these things happen.
Changes to popular dance. Popular dance such as twerking, grinding, and pole dancing are now allowed without label. Previously, some dances were prohibited and others were allowed with a label. Enforced on dance regardless of context. Meant our policy prohibited twerking at a wedding or taking a pole dance exercise class. For example, the policy now takes context into consideration and only prohibits streaming inside of an adult entertainment establishment.
Can you imagine how many lives this is going to be saving?
So basically, you can dress and dance like a stripper, long as you're not in a strip club. So it's a loophole now. Get that stage with the mirrors going, ladies. I watch Morgan's videos backwards and forwards, looking for secret messages. I studied her wet nips like the Dead Sea Scrolls. And I found no art, only Coomer material. The people running Twitch are so into virtue signaling that they are willing to run off a cliff to, and I quote, own the chuds. The overall consensus when this news dropped wasn't great. It was clear Twitch was making a mistake. Any rational person knew this, and they also knew what this would lead to. But Twitch is mentally handicapped. Don't worry, Morgan Pie, whatever her name is, she loved the decision. Get the bag, queen.
It gives creators so much more freedom while also keeping this content from reaching the wrong audience. Bravo, Twitch. Viral topless streamer Morg Pie praised Twitch for now allowing artistic nudity on the platform.
Yeah, right. Click the I'm over 18 button. What a hurdle to cross. This will surely deter kids from watching it. Just like gun laws keep guns out of the hands of criminals. Bravissimo, Twitch.
Are you a homosexual?
This move created great division on Twitter and the Coomerverse. Obviously, e-girls that use Twitch to sell their spicy content are all for it.
Hey, Twitch TOS changes are working great, huh? Wasn't logged in and still got access to this. It's even on the front page browser. Very kid-friendly.
I know, the children love it. Why should Twitch be kid-friendly? It's not a kid's platform. They didn't say they'd remove it from the browser. Just a homepage. Worry about what your kid is watching and not what's available to watch. Why should Twitch be kid-friendly? Of course, a woman selling spicy content would ask that.
Here comes the whore. Hello.
Well, most of the user base consists of kids. Do you think men in their 30s or early 20s are watching Kai or XQC all day?
Okay, this is the demographic as of 2023, it says. But they have it like per year. They have prior years too if you want to look it up. The point is, a large percent of people are underage on Twitch. Like, that's a given. That's a fact. Regardless of whatever source you're looking at.
Oh my.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying clutch your pearls and make everything rated G, but I am saying that there is a time and place for everything.
Remove all children's games then? Only keep games 18+. Good lord, this is getting old. All y'all want to be is naked on every platform. Is it so hard to have one site without it?
Exactly, this is the point. We allow these women to go to almost every platform and sexualize it in the West. Even Animal Crossing is not safe from e-girls trying to sell nudes.
Would anyone be interested in buying some lewd Animal Crossing QR codes? Laughing my ass off. I know it's dumb, but I'm short on money. Laughing my ass off. You can DM me if you want one, or however many, $3 each, hearts.
E-girls will go to any platform and sexualize it. This isn't empowerment, it's predatory.
It is crazy. We say to give a woman power is like to give a gun to a monkey. We have stopped doing that ever since the 1999 Astana Zoo massacre.
By the way, remember how goofy Twitch is with words?
Twitch will allow softcore porn, I'll have to edit that out, but you cannot call someone a vagina or a simp.
Oiled up boobs on the homepage is over the top if the site won't even allow you to call a simp a simp. But Twitch knows his target audience, am I right? Asmondgold then came in with his 2 cents, and every time he gives it, I guarantee you'll have some change.
Hot take, Twitch isn't and has never been safe for underage people. Everyone fixates on boob streamers, but the reality is many Twitch streamers cover topics and have conversations that would be wildly inappropriate for minors to be involved in. New Twitch changes are a W.
Incels clutching their pearls over this shit are just sad. Your take is 100% dead on correct. Well, of course it is, because the reason why incels get mad about this stuff is because it gives autonomy to women in a way that they don't want them to have, because they think that it's unfair.
Unironically using incels in 2023, then equating women using Twitch as a means to drum up traffic to their OnlyFans and labeling it as body autonomy is an astronomically bad take. Let me preface this. According to Asmondgold, clapping your breasts together is akin to the suffragettes movement in 1903. Morgan and the rest of the e-girls doing this, they're freedom fighters. They're fighting for women's rights by clapping their wet breasts together on stream and wiggling them around. That's body autonomy. That's the same as Roe v. Wade. Merry Christmas, kids. He's a multimillionaire and I'm broke. Welcome to America, the clown show of all clown shows. Poe's Law had a tweet that pointed out that one of these topless streamers also promotes her spicy content.
Doing this to get an audience of teenagers because you know no one will pay much attention to you on a regular adult site is messed up. They use Twitch to get a young parasocial audience into their /paid content because they know they'll never grow organically on or Twitch without doing this, and only how they make their money.
And it is unfair, guys. I'm gonna say it is unfair that women have a disproportionately massive advantage in the sexual marketplace.
Okay, now we're talking about sexual marketplace value. I feel like I've stumbled onto a red pill YouTube channel, but I'll let him continue. It's Asmon Tate.
I am GTA.
They can make 10 times the amount of money you can make whenever they're in their 20s because they're extremely attractive. You're absolutely right, that's unfair. And you know what else is unfair? Everything else. Everything else. How about whenever they're 30 or 40 or 50? How fair are things then? It's a very reductive mindset. And that's the truth.
Everything else is unfair for women once they hit 30. I guess the wall is real. I'll be damned. So, when Amaranth hits 40, all of her millions of dollars will be, what, a disadvantage? I'm not seeing the logic here. Let's take it on another level.
And even when men and women commit the same crime and have similar criminal histories, men receive 63% longer prison sentences on average. Homelessness, it's estimated that about 60% of homeless individuals are male. Combat, 85% of active duty soldiers are men. And though there are many women serving in the armed services, fewer than 8% profess a desire to engage in combat. If you visit a veterans hospital or a rehabilitation center, male privilege is not the first idea that will come to your mind.
And you know what else is unfair? Everything else. Everything else. How about whenever they're 30 or 40 or 50? How fair are things then?
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here! Get the out of my room!
But women have it hard. Okay. Now, if a normal woman magically has it hard by the age of 30, 40, or 50, as Asmon states, then it has fuck all to do with her being a woman and a whole lot to do with her being a total jackass. Tia Tequila is a perfect example of that. The dude is acting like America's Kabul, Afghanistan for women. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's look at the average guy in favor of the topless meta. This very interesting character here. But as you can see, he's an absolute based unit. He's a total Chad. Unlike me, I'm an incel that hates women's body autonomy, apparently, because I think Twitch is a little over the line on this one. By the way, follow my Instagram, you bigots.
It's at least half the users are minors. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I don't have it offhand right now, but I know I've brought it up before. And then 65% of Twitch users are men, it's saying. It's like, yeah, well, clearly you know your demographic. And they know that, and I think that, and here's what I think. I think Twitch is intentionally doing this. I do. Because tell me how in the same week, Twitch closed off the Korean servers. Okay, because they're losing money, because they're not profitable. So they closed the Korean servers because they're losing money. So how do they make money, guys? Oh, well, we know kids have a lot of time to sit on the computer, get addicted to something and watch. And we know they'll watch the ads. We know that maybe they'll borrow money to try to buy some bits and give it to the guy pretending to be a woman behind a VTuber avatar with their tits out, just cut off right before the areola. And they know that it's going to generate money. Kids on Twitch doing the same art. And then tell me how it's not trafficking. Tell me how it won't be trafficking. Because it will be really interesting when they stop holding those positions about it being art. When it's inherently... Now, are there forms of art that involve being naked? Of course there are. I'm talking about this specific kind where it is clearly not art. It is clearly intended to be... That is the main case use of it. That is the primary objective of it, is to be consumed in that way.
Venti has made some solid points. How Twitch won't unban her, but they were cool with the topless meta. Having people put up naked cartoons was a bad look. That Twitch allowing the boob meta is a clear sign that they need money, especially in the wake of all of their South Korean servers closing due to it not being feasibly affordable. And last but not least, Britney Venti is right. None of this is art. XQC went off as well.
Protect the children, please, please. And then their platform enables pole dancing, twerking, dicks out, and bunch of actual pole on the main screen. Holy. What about the children now? Where are they at now? Who's protecting them now? Because they don't...
All roads lead back to gambling with this guy, but he has a point. Twitch wanted to protect kids from gambling, but the topless meta gets a warning screen.
We're in hell!
If Twitch understands that gambling can be addictive to kids, then so can spicy content. But only one of them gets called out, really, and put a stop to. So this brings me to my new feature on the channel, the based meter.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It's wonderful.
And I'm leaning to the right on this one. I'm not going to call the Twitch topless meta trafficking, but I'm damn sure not going to call it art and body autonomy. So I guess I'm going to be on the side of X here. Needless to say, with the rule changes, all hell broke loose. Twitch was flooded with more topless streamers, and not just them, the furries drawing literal pornography, VTubers showing fully naked VTuber models with a slideshow, even worse things, people were watching hentai. Dude, it was total pandemonium, bro. This VTuber was banned, but only for one day. Wow, that will really teach them a lesson, I'm sure. And was banned longer for so much less. What an absolute joke. Hell, Twitch banned me for 7 days and deleted all my content off my Twitch channel when Pokimane got mad at me, bro.
Twitch has ruined an entire generation of children.
The kids have sucked forever, let's be real here, Britney. Kids have always been lost.
As to why the ban, I'm not sure. My active model was never naked, never moved higher than the cleavage up position. I framed it after the IRL streamers that were now protected under the focus camera portion of the TOS, to which I followed the sexual themes requirement.
Yes, and you had 2 other drawings of the avatar ass naked on the screen. Do you think people are stupid? The lack of accountability is actually insane.
I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. Legally, everything was right.
The streamer drew Muhammad with a giant you-know-what. Twitch saw the new guidelines and decided to revert them.
Yeah, wow. Pay money Wubby flew too close to the sun and got banned.
A little bit.
Yes! Yes! I'm looking at venti on Twitch!
I'm so mad.
I'm not! Bro, yeah, shade the areola!
Everything everyone with half a brain knew would happen happened. Except Twitch staff members. They appear to be a group of Patricks. At the end of the day, there needs to be boundaries. Some people have none. Some people have no moral compass. Some people don't even have common sense. If you change the rules for Twitch TOS, who pushed the boundaries in the first place, what do you think will happen when new people show up for the new rules in place? They're going to push things further because they saw the last group of people do what the hell they want. Attention is currency these days, and a lot of motherfuckers are morally bankrupt. It's clear Twitch is a lot like YouTube in the sense that it isn't profitable, and it's propped up by a parent company that keeps it on life support, while the people that make decisions mismanage things like the current administration, and the TOS changes were ad revenue poison.
Effective immediately, today we are rolling back the artistic nudity change. Moving forward, descriptions of real or fictional nudity won't be allowed on Twitch regardless of the medium. While we wish we would have predicted this outcome, part of our job is to make adjustments that serve the community. I apologize for the confusion this update has caused.
We wish we could have predicted the outcome. The fact you didn't see this coming tells me how out of touch you really are, or the hubris you had in assuming you could manage the situation. In an effort to play favorites yet again and own the perceived incels and chuds, you made a total ass of yourselves in record time. Be grateful no one at the top has enough interest in Twitch to actually come in and fire all those involved and hire someone off the street with a shred of common sense. But I'm sure Twitch's offices are in California, and that's all I really need to say about this, and explains everything that created this situation. Did something stupid yet again, in a company that's slowly choking on its own bile, on a site where there's more streamers than viewers. Welcome to Twitch. In the end, none of this really matters, much like this video. Magpie, Morgpie, or whatever the hell her name is, and the rest of her boob streamer girls will continue to do the same thing uninhibited, and it's business as usual as they continue to get the bag. And if you sit there and say, this is a bit much, you hate women and you're an incel, well, this is your stop on the cringe bus. Off you get, go back to your normal life, and be grateful you aren't one of these brain dead people.